Just like that, baby. HTC back and better than ever. Episode 3. Whole lot to talk about since we last came to you 48 hours before the opener last week. Now coming to you live, fresh off a Jolly Roger being raised here on March 31st, which is tremendous. Get him to 2-3. My goodness, is it great to be back? And a special shout out to our presenting sponsor, at least for this week, Pantalone Funeral Home. We'll take it up with Dante, get it locked and loaded. But man, thrilled to have everyone back and thrilled to be looking at these two strapping gentlemen coming off of a Jolly Roger being raised. Start there, boys. I mean, nothing's ever easy. This was game 2 in the Red Series, but JoeyO, I know you were calling for insurance and we needed it, man.
Oh yeah, praying to the baseball gods for just another couple runs. Even though we had a 3-run lead going into the ninth, you never feel too sure with the Buccos. But Oneil Cruz answered and delivered 2-run little bop, second of the day. That was huge. He still has not atoned for his sins in the outfield yet. We need a couple more runs, a couple more of those dingers, O'Neill, before you are absolved. But in due time, hopefully he can right his wrongs. But yeah, he's just going to be a liability forever in the outfield. I think like that's just how it's going to play out unless he becomes a DH. But yeah, hopefully he hits like 40, or else it's just gonna negatives will weigh out the positives with him.
I know you said early on, Gator, we're sacrificing some defense with that. And it's nice that O'Neill is in between a guy that's playing left field after we kicked him out of left field 2 years ago to move him to right, and a guy that's played first bases and pretty much his entire career, who's now playing right field for us. So we'll see how that works out throughout the end of the year.
Right,
Mhm.
dude. And it feels like O'Neill, trying to overcompensate. He's trying to do
Yeah.
too much. Tonight, perfect example where that first blemish was just a straight drop. Him and Reynolds both calling for the ball. But man, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly, because when he unleashes that throw in extra innings on Sunday, leading to the first W for the Pirates, a perfect cut, like insane to hit Triolo there. And then you get the throw to the plate, and HD not only tags Lindor, but a straight facial LaFleur on that tag, man. So it is just, I feel like even the teammates know that, okay, Cruz, we're going to be like 5 times a game. What the heck are you doing? And then just jaw to the floor when he hits 800 feet of home runs, 900 feet. It's like, yeah, man, it's like you said, you kind of have to just deal with it. He'd be a great DH, but obviously he's not going to do that right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, Azuna has 1 hit and 1 walk over 6 games. Like
Yeah.
he's really been the one guy we got in the offseason who hasn't been doing anything at all. And like that's obviously concerning. I know we already kind of started doing the Kutch Azuna comparison, and
Oh,
shout out to Andrew. He's balling right now for the Rangers. So that's happy for him, real happy for him. But obviously, you wish that was with the Buccos. But yeah, hopefully Azuna can start turning around because yeah, he's pretty much out of all the guys we brought over. Everyone's been looking great except for him right now.
dude, I'm
I
pulling up
think he'll.
touch snap. Go ahead, Lucas. I was just saying, I'll pull
Oh,
up.
sorry, no, you're good.
You're
I,
talking
I
about
think
that.
he'll. I think he'll get there. I mean, I think in the end of the year, you'll look and say, Kutch may have better, maybe on base and stuff like that, but I think the power numbers will
Yeah,
far outweigh Frozen. I
yeah.
mean, at least you hope. I mean, God, can you imagine if he just was awful this year? Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
'cause
small sample size, 6 games, but no, I agree
yeah,
with you because there's still it's not even April yet, so
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Oh,
Just you know, we love jumping the gun on
yeah, yeah, yeah.
a little bit.
If our podcast is going to be known for anything, it is overreacting to absolutely everything.
Yeah.
overreacted and firing from the hip, baby. We are figuring it out. No agenda, but hey, water's great, like we say on the YouTube, baby. Come on in, water's great. HTC, we're thrilled to have you. We're only ascending. because now we got some great content to talk about. Like JoeyO said, the Kutch home run was a turn and burner on
Yeah,
Sunday. And
gross.
he's now 5 for 11, just with the cool 1300 OPS and the 4 RBIs with that being a 3-run homer. But it's a long season. Ozuna definitely looks like he's swinging underwater, though. He's a little slow out there.
He hasn't picked up a bat since October probably of last year. You know what I mean? That's what we're seeing.
Guy enjoys an off season.
Yes.
Yeah.
He looks like a guy, man, that throw the donut away, throw any of the bat weights. I could see him just bear clawing like 6 bats coming up to the on deck circle and throwing them away. Dude, he's a big boy, man. He is a big boy. We got to talk about the other addition. Obviously, our first 2 pods, we hit on the additions, but now we've seen a little sample, and my goodness, doesn't matter where you hit them. I know Lucas texts tonight. Okay, we're moving the lineup again. O'Hearn went from middle up to the 2 spot. And what does O'Hearn do? Come left on left. I mean, that was the swing of the game. 3-run homer. Felt
Oh
so
yeah.
good. Because
Smoked.
coming into the game, man, we were 4 for our last 48 runners in scoring position coming off of that
Jesus.
Met series and Monday. So
We couldn't have had only this many games in. We couldn't have had many more opportunities.
oh my gosh, a small village. So, dude, that's huge.
Yeah.
O'Hearn's been awesome. I thought the defense would be a liability, like you said, Luke, off the top here. But hey, he's been accurate,
He's a
making
ball
ball
player,
stops.
bro. He's a pro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like he switched positions and he's not letting it diminish his offense and he's adapting, you know?
Oneil Cruz.
O'Neal, yes, yes, yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, going back to the Mets series, it's one of those series, man. I mean, like you said, we're going to overreact to everything right now. It's in a microwave. We've got 1.5 series in. Rubber match tomorrow, which we'll get to with Skeens, which is a great feeling. But man, they're in every one of those games, man. 2 extra inning games. They lose the second one on Saturday, the 28th, and they're right there. It's just frustrating. You have to think, like Donnie's been saying, that those at bats are going to come. You're going to start finding some grass there with the runners in scoring position. But I know we're going to second guess some of the decisions. Lucas, you had a great thought on just how we've deployed these young arms out of the bullpen. Like Barco was hung out to dry Saturday, hung out to dry for a second inning, high leverage. Like, what are we doing, man?
Yeah, I don't get like what they're doing with their starting prospect arms. I mean, Chandler to a point makes sense because he's a flamethrower. He's got that in his back pocket. Barco and Harrington last year, they're not guys that are going to fool anyone with their fastball. I mean, it's frustrating to see those guys have such success in the minors and then put them in a bullpen where they're just made to get ready within, minutes. Those guys have all day to think about, usually, like, hey, I'm starting today. Like, they know a week in advance, like, hey, this is my routine that I got to get through. And now you're taking that away from those guys. I mean, it's got to be hard, and doing it at the major league level. So I don't know. I get wanting the lefty and the long relief aspect of it, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense to, because now you're putting a prospect out there you're diminishing his value in my mind. But who knows? Maybe it'll work out. Maybe he's just working through some things. But yeah, you saw it with Harrington last year, and it didn't really work out.
Right, and he's one of, am I right? 2 left. It's him and Soto. Oh, I guess 3, and then we have Montgomery, right?
Montgomery, yeah.
And Montgomery. Holy smokes, that guy is nasty, dude. Triple digits. If he's in the zone, which is a big if, because he's already, I think, walked half a dozen in like 3 appearances. But no, dude, you hit on it completely, Patches. It's such a tough situation when Barco's in that routine. And then not only that, but you're going in there with the Manfred man on second. It's like back-to-back innings. You're in runner at second, nobody out, do or
Yeah.
die. And it's just high leverage. So good for him. I thought that was a big growing moment to get out of the 10th, only allowing the one. He ended up stranded, the bases loaded, had a big play at the plate, but man, you want to see him get stretched out. We talk about his future, so I think it's good and bad. But yeah, right now they obviously need him out there, but you want to see him long term getting 5 innings and knowing every fifth day. So
Yeah.
my gosh. And fellas, in terms of obviously we got this game wrapped up. The takeaway last night, we couldn't stop texting about Triolo in that night that we could be
Oh,
looking at a sweep tomorrow. JoeyO, I know you felt strongly about and again, this is HTC fans. I'm sorry, we're getting deep in the weeds. You might need to go back to the box score. But
yeah,
Triolo, runner, we were starting to rally. We started the rally,
yeah.
didn't do anything whole game, game one against the Reds, and Triolo comes up after a mound visit. What's he do, JoeyO? What's he do?
We swings that one the 3 feet off the plate. First pitch after what their closer walked two guys. Right, we had
You guys,
two guys, first and second, no outs. We're down two, and like yeah, it just totally killed the
bunt him. Yeah. Yeah.
but like he just yeah, I mean he just completely killed the rally right there with one swing. And then next pitch, what, he takes it right down the middle, and then or no, he swings at another one, and then I think he takes one right down the middle again for the final
Yeah.
strike. But yeah,
Early
that was a terrible at bat. And it's
early
just
candidate for worst eight. Well, I mean, it's
oh,
leading the house right now for worst eight of the year.
100%. But like that's the thing. Like these other teams, though, like these guys, like I mean, we saw with the Mets, they are having like professional grind them out at bats. Like you didn't see any guy swing at anything like that, especially in the situation where like he just walked two guys. Like no matter what it is, like just don't swing at the first pitch, or it has to be like perfect, right in your wheelhouse. But yeah, that was terrible. And again, it just goes to like these hitters, and we saw the same guys last year. Like they're just not having competitive at bats. Like the
Yep.
first pitch, they're already out of it. Like you need to grind them out. That's how the Mets knocked out Skeens in the first inning. Like
Yep.
his stuff was good, but like they got him up to 40 pitches, and it wasn't because like
Yeah.
I mean Oneil helped them a little bit, but like they just had really good at bats. And yeah, you just want to see more of that from our guys, especially the ones
Yep.
who have been here for a while. Yeah, I just want to see better competitive at bats from these guys who keep getting handed opportunities.
And it's frustrating because I think we all at once text all at the same time. This has to be Mangum here. Like
Yeah.
that should have been a guy that was gonna either get the runners over, put the pressure on the guys, and put two guys in scoring position. Like you were down two. Yeah, it was a weird situation for you don't want to get on Donnie Kelly early, but it seemed like that could have been handled better. I mean, Triolo's never been a guy that's going to drive for power. Like it was just
No.
a weird to not go to the bench there. But to your point, I mean, the Mets are I think a juggernaut. I think they'll be in it if they stay healthy. I mean,
That
they look
lineup,
The
real good.
top
yeah,
10
Their
team
lineup is
for sure.
unbelievable,
Mhm.
unbelievable. But yeah, it's one time through the order. I still feel pretty confident in the starters. Um, just the hitting again. See what happens. See if they can to get the bats going. But it seems like the starters are there, and the bullpen looks a little maybe good, maybe bad. You don't know
walk,
yet.
Yeah.
walk heavy, man. Like for me,
Yeah.
we're 1.5 series in. It's such a microcosm, but yet the amount of walks, dude, in the
Oh
first,
yeah.
the fact we were in the games with these walks too, and I've been loving the bullpen. I crack up again, going such a specific example, just because I know Lucas was texting. I was trying to find the game cast of it. I think Isaac Matson against Bo Bichette was it
Oh yeah.
14 straight fastballs at one. It was either game.
On off speed, which I was
Just
saying,
pounded in the zone.
throw
Oh
me
my
off
God.
speed.
I think it was game one. I think that was Thursday, the opener. And he is just firing fast. He didn't back down, man, but it's gritty. The bullpen looks gritty. And we just gotta, obviously it's a big problem, but you gotta reel in the walks. And tonight, just with it being so fresh, this coming off of the Tuesday game against the Reds, the Buccos getting the victory. bizarre line for Bubba Chandler. We're 10 minutes in here, 15 minutes in. We haven't talked about Bubba. Dude, holy smokes. We have the rotation is going to be fun all year long. And that's why I think this is so exciting, bringing in the O'Hearns, the Lyles, the Ozunas, because it's just a little boost. That's all we need, man. And because Bubba tonight, I think it was first 2 innings, he was hitting. I know it's not just the velo, but 8 or 9 pitches up over 100, just popping the glove. But bizarre line there, JoeyO. I know you were talking about it. He had no hit surrendered through 4 2/3 there, but the 6 walks.
Yeah, that was insane. How do you not? You gave up 1 run on 6 walks. I mean, yeah, like you. The only other way that could have worked is you're just not giving up any hits at all, which fortunately he did. But yeah, that was awesome. And then I mean the rest of the guys up to the seventh, we had a no hitter going into the bottom of the seventh, I think, and then Greg Brown blew it on the podcast. So that blame goes to him for muttering those words so much. But other than that, no, the Bubba looked phenomenal, and that's awesome to see from him. I saw that. I mean, going back to last year, his last couple starts, I think his last 3 starts, he had like a 1.08 ERA across all of them, and to see that carry into this year is pretty exciting. So yeah, just another awesome ace in the hole kind of in our lineup, which is pretty cool for us. Just need to get those runs for him. But
Yeah, man.
fortunately, we did today.
Dude. And he same draft as Henry Davis, I'm pretty sure. I think he
Yeah.
was taken two
Yeah.
rounds after HD.
Mm-hmm.
So man, that's pretty awesome. And the walks are bizarre for him. I think I saw he had
Yeah.
4 last year. I think that was across his stint up in the big leagues, which was his big MO, man, just pounding the zone. So I wonder, just a little amped up knowing that he's in the rotation. That has to be so cool for him. And then back it up to Monday. Poor guy, for our guy Braxton Ashcraft, for getting hung with an L on Monday here, going 2 runs. I don't remember the strikeout. I think it was 7 or 8 punchies. He was nasty. It's a
It's
stable.
a
It's a
rotation,
staple.
man.
Yeah. And
It
then
is a
Mitch,
rotation.
Mitch going 6, not giving up a run, no
Yep.
decision. I mean, that's just, good job, Mitch. We're not going to give you a loss. How about that, bud?
I was thinking about Mitchie, man. It's so crazy, Joey. I know you and I were talking about it too. Just he's got to feel crazy being the old guy, the vet. I mean, he is. He's been
Yeah.
Yeah.
consistent now. But like, what's he? I know he's got some things in common, but all these young guns with Skeens, Bubba, and then you got Mitch is pushing, getting closer to 30, upper 20s. So it's like just like that, man. He's the guy everyone's leaning on. I know Skeens is a big leader too, but
Hmm.
I worry about him keeping friends in the rotation.
I think he's doing fine. The all the guys speaking on him. I mean, I think the thing they love most about Mitch is like he's just even every day. Like
Yep.
you can't tell if he gave up 8 runs his last start, or if he got 8 strikeouts and didn't give up a run through 8. So like it's just it seems like he just like resets every time after start, good or bad, and I think that's what, from what I heard, the guys like about him, or the biggest thing, just short-term
That
memory, get back out there.
has to be
Yeah.
good for those young guys for sure. I mean, I'm sure Bubba's a bit of a head case, which you kind of like while he's throwing 100. You get that guy
Yeah.
out there wild and just firing it around. Speaking of that bunt catch throw to second was unbelievable by him.
That was disgusting. That was a
Incredible.
great play.
Insane.
Dude,
But yeah,
I'm glad you called that out. That was crazy athleticism. I mean, that's your shortstop. That's your
Yeah.
Clemson Tiger quarterback right there.
quarterback. After Deshaun Watson, he was supposed to take over for Deshaun Watson, I believe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm happy he chose us. I'm happy he's with the Buccos. I don't know if he is yet. Get we'll
Yeah.
we'll see as he gets a couple little taste of Mitch Keller, like JoeyO said. Some no decisions, some losses, low quality.
15 losses with a 4 ERA.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the big takeaway, again, this is as small a sample as you can get with us coming to you guys once a week on HTC here, but it's starting to see some of the guys. Like I thought Brian Reynolds today just such a big sign. Getting in at bat
Mhm.
from the right side and not just hitting a homer. That's not a cheapie. That hit the top
Yeah.
deck there out in left center at Great American. So get him going, man, will be huge. I heard it. He had a good BP session. It's little things like that, man, to get him going and showed it today. Showed it today. I gotta keep the tradition going. I feel like we gave him incredible juju. This to me, going back to Sunday, our first win of the year. Obviously, this is what ended up winning it. It was a huge insurance run. And I swear I have no relation to the Davis family. I love Henry Davis. I'm rooting for him like crazy. But dude, him again going up the middle opposite. So we go back here and I just thought incredible what he was able to do with that pitch and ended up sealing that thing for the Buccos.
Ripped into center field and a base hit. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is off the mark.
Again, no family relation, HD. We're rooting for 1-1 overall. I don't know if it'll show it here. His face,
And a
man,
save there by Alvarez. And the
him running down the line, he was so you just see he seems to be breathing a little easier. It seems to be going a little easier. It just feels lighter on the feet. I think confidence like that, man, have a couple knocks in that opener. I am hoping Bart can piece together some good ones too, so it's not just an abyss down there at the bottom of the order. But man, good for HD. That's such a good sign. Again, going back, we gave him the juju in spring training, and now he's staying consistent up the middle to right, which is huge for him. Huge.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. If he could just we're looking at him at the end of the year and he's got 20 something homers, I don't care any other stats. I'm happy because I think
Why not
that'll
yet?
win a couple.
Mhm.
That'll win a few games for us.
Yep. Just needs to get on a roll. I feel like just one or two good series where he
Yeah.
gets a couple, a lot of good at bats, and then hopefully you'll see a different version of himself out there.
I
But
feel like you're right. I feel like he's going to be a guy that's going to catch absolute fire and could carry
yeah.
this team for a week or two, but then he'll be ice cold for a
Oh
month or
yeah.
so,
I mean, he could go from like,
which is fine. I think. I mean,
yeah. I mean, for him, it's like he could probably have like a 1,000 OPS for a couple games or a
yeah,
couple series, and then just plummet the
yeah,
fives that we're used to. But
yeah.
hey, just meet us in the middle a little bit, HD, and
Right.
it
I
will
think that's
all
all.
work out. I promise you. You know.
What do you guys take away? Because wrapping up here, the so far balls and strikes, the ABS. I heard today Buccos have attempted the least amount of challenges of 30
Ooh.
teams. Yankees, I saw went 5 for 5. I think it was yesterday, Monday, 5 for 5 with successful overturns. Are you guys liking it? Takeaways the first week here.
I think that just goes back to like kind of what I was saying earlier, like just better at bats, honestly, and getting adjusted to the ABS system. Like there is probably strategy behind it. Like we saw Nicky G tonight, right? He got a strike the first pitch, 0-1 count, and he's already challenging it in the ninth, and it's like Kevin Young on the broadcast is like, hey, you need to learn to hit with an 0-1 count. Like, that's not the time to use the APS. Like, it's probably best to save it for those definite ones or like, the strike three calls. But yeah, we're finishing games where we'll also have some remaining, which is
Right.
like, like, why would you finish a game without like using all your timeouts or something like that? So I think it's just like they need to know when to use them. And, to also just empty the clip, but at appropriate time. So I think they just need more guidance and coaching around it. And yeah, hopefully we can take advantage of it more.
Yeah, it's been interesting, an interesting wrinkle. I watching the first game of the year, the Giants Yankees. They had Jazz Chisholm mic'd up, and he kind of made an interesting comment saying that now it's on the hitters. Like you can't turn around and say, "Oh, the umpire, got me on that one." Like, yeah, would challenge it then if you think that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's that kind of put me in a different perspective. Of like, oh, it's cool because at first I was like, God, this is just too much in the game. Just let it be, kind of thing. But that does add a wrinkle, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how it what it looks like at the end of the year after they, full year of it and getting into it. And like you said, there probably will be some gaming with it going forward and see what kind of happens with that too.
Dude, great call. I didn't hear that with Kevin Young tonight about the OO. That's so true. I
Yeah.
I get using them, but do you get so in your own head as a hitter where you're second guessing every call? It's like, all right, you didn't get one call by an inch. That happened for centuries, man. Okay, move
Yeah.
on. But yeah, I'm with you. You obviously you want to burn it if you're getting rung up. A 3-2 count, 0-2 count. But yeah,
Yeah.
maybe stay away from the
Not
0.
0-1, like you should, again, to his point, like you're a
That's
professional
the
player.
important pitch, baby. As a pitcher, back in your day, flipping them. That's the most important pitch in baseball. The 0.
Yeah.
So it does changes your whole odds falling behind. So it's interesting
Mhm.
when guys are using it. Obviously, if it's blatant, you're gonna use it. But I hadn't heard that's kind of old school from Kevin Young being like, all right, just hit there, Nicky G, figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I think he just like it was kind of close, but it was a strike. Like you could even tell as the viewer. And yeah, he just didn't agree with the usage, and it kind of made sense to me what he said. Like, hey, you should learn how to hit with 0-1, and he did. He figured it out because he got on base, and then Oneil sent him home. So yeah,
Lightning
but
fast hands, man. Nicky G, I love watching him.
yeah, he's been great actually out the gate.
Yep.
Also, let's show some love to Nicky G because I think I saw a stat: him, O'Hearn, and Lowe before tonight, 18 hits combined. The rest of the team, 15. So those three guys were carrying us.
Dude, and for a guy that didn't have a home on anywhere in the diamond coming into the year, I mean,
you got to play him.
Good to see him getting the bat going. That was what was going to carry him anyway. So glad he's hitting. Like you said, Gator. I've always been a fan. I'm surprised it took him so long to get to the bigs and be
A
this
college
kind of
bat.
force.
Right.
But
Being a college bat, I thought he was gonna, and that was Ben Cherington's first ever pick, man. So I love the college bats, and now it's cool to see him going. I want him to put up some numbers. Like last year, I was like, he did so good, but then you see the numbers, it doesn't fully reflect. But boys, what a treat! My goodness, we don't have to lean on Matt Gorski to come save us again. Like last year, we were at like middle of April. We're like, please call up Gorski. The offense has been today's a great sign. Awesome putting what they did. And what do you say? Let's win our first series of the year here, coming up tomorrow, matinee, April 1. Set the tone right for April. This episode will drop here, hopefully before midnight. Depends how quick I turn this around. But fellas, always a treat. HTC. Let's do it again next week, baby. See ya.